everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Home Eunice Plans, and I am back with another memory spread. For this week, I will be planning out the week of June 13th through the 20th, which is the official first week of summer. I know we are already going into fall. I feel like I shouldn't have to preface this with my videos. You guys just know I'm trying to catch up. I'm getting there, okay? It's a work in process, you know? It's just, this is who I am as a person. This is where we're at. So anyways, to plan out this week, I'm using this kit called Scenic Route from Twolilbees. It is in silver foil, and it is absolutely so stunning. As soon as I saw this kit, I was like so inspired, especially for my sidebar. So when Maria released this kit, obviously she releases her kits in a couple foil options, and normally it's either gold or rose gold. And Maria's kits are always so bomb, so it really doesn't matter what the foil color is. But I was so stoked to see silver in this kit because I don't really see too many silver kits from Twolilbees. And so when I saw that this was available in silver, I was like, oh, my gooch. Yes, I'm obsessed. I was immediately inspired for my sidebar. I had a doll set from Jamison Reed Designs that I knew would pair perfectly with this. And the month section, I knew exactly how I wanted to do it. So as you can see, I'm laying down the month section now. With these little fence pieces, it all just came together in my mind. So the kit is obviously called Scenic Route. I knew I wanted to use it on the first official week of summer because summer began on June 20th. And I was like, this is just like the most perfect transition kit ever because it's just, everything about it is just so gorgeous. And so my thought process in doing the month section was I knew I wanted to make it look like a sun, and I wanted to use those fence pieces with like the florals behind it, and I wanted a road to look like it was going towards the sun because like, hey, we're on our way to summer. And it's just, it made sense in my head. And whenever it came together, I was just like, yes. There was a little piece of there was a piece of road deco on that same sheet with the Jamison Reed doll, and I knew exactly that was the piece that I wanted to use. And I kind of layered the doll over the road to make it look like she was walking on it and everything. I was just so excited. You know, you ever have those moments where it's like you see something in your head and you lay it down and it comes out exactly how you imagined it? That doesn't happen to me very often, but with this, it happened, and I was just so insanely stoked. This kit was just a pleasure to work with. I mean, it's always such a joy and a treat to plan with a Twolilbees kit because everything about it is just perfect, and the format is always just so bomb, and the florals, and I could go on and on. But yeah, I was so excited about this kit, and I was so excited about how the base of the spread turned out, how the sidebar and the month section and even the date covers, like I went a little bit, I don't want to say less with the date covers. I had that summertime deco from the Pretty Pink Co. Summertime $2 Tuesday, and they had little Polaroids, which you can see up here in the date covers. And I don't know, I felt like it matched perfectly with this kit because like there's a bunch of Polaroids, you know, Scenic Route, haha. And I loved it so much. So I used some garlands from Sadie Stickers and the Pretty Pink Co. and obviously the florals and everything. And I don't know, the whole base of the spread, I was just like vibing with. It was a mood. It was a whole mood. But anyways, enough about the base. Let's get into the day-to-day. So starting off on Monday, I just layered the scallop square box that comes with the kit with a foiled scallop box from Sadie Stickers. I pulled in, so this kit had a lot of like floral and eucalyptus, which I thought was just so gorgeous. Such a great choice for this kit. I loved all the greens and everything. So I layered some of the greenery with these boxes, pulled in a garland from Sadie Stickers. I marked that I had a really bad nightmare. I normally don't mark stuff like that, but I guess it was like, it shook me enough to want to mark it down. Actually, I think I remember what that nightmare was about. And yeah, it was a doozy. It was a doozy of one. And we're talking, this is the girl who does like, you know, SFX horror makeup for one of her jobs. So, you know, if I had a nightmare, it was the bad one. But the sleep mask is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I got some happy mail on this day, so I pulled in some more florals from the kit and some clusters from Sadie Stickers. The icon is from White Deer Stationery. I believe the miniature flourish there, I think that was from Bloom Paper Studio. I don't pull that one in very often, but I felt like it matched really well. I marked that I ran some errands on this day, so I pulled in a quarter box from the kit. I love pulling in that wave divider from Sadie. That's either from Sadie Stickers or the Pretty Pink Coat. I don't know. The credit card icon is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I went to the gym and I used one of the miniature boxes from the add-on sheet. I had a personal training session on this night. The little barbell for the gym, White Deer Stationery. You guys know I use White Deer Stationery and Crafts by Towie icons. The personal training session icon, that's from Crafts by Towie. And then, I just pulled in, basic stuff. I pulled in some florals and some clusters from Sadie Stickers, all that good stuff. And I believe I just capped off the night watching some TV. It's pretty normal Monday for me. Okay, so starting off on Tuesday, I do this quite frequently, where I will take these the first thing that I do and like switch it. So like, meaning the way that I layer things. So like on Monday, I layered the scallop boxes, which means that probably on Wednesday, I'm going to do that again. And then on Tuesday, I pulled in the mini lace box from Bloom Paper Studio, which means I'll probably pull that in again on Thursday. That's just, it flows in my head. It looks good on the page to me. I feel like there's a consistency with still like an inconsistency. There's a consistency and inconsistency. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe that doesn't make any sense to y'all, but like to me in my head, it makes perfect sense. Anyways, I marked that I slept in on this day with that lace midi box from Bloom Paper Studio. I got up and I got ready, marked that with some florals and that beautiful layered droop garland from Sadie Stickers. One of my absolute favorite garlands, and I'm so glad she made it permanent in her shop because, oh my gosh, it is just perfection. Obviously the icon I use is one of the compact icons from White Deer Stationery. I love the way that White Deer Stationery icons pair with Twolilbees kits. I marked that I ran to Hobby Lobby with my mom, so I pulled in one of those floral midi boxes from the kit, layered it with it already had floral on it, but I layered it with some more floral just because it's just who I am as a person. The pen cup icon is from Crafts by Towie, which I figured, I needed a good way to mark Hobby Lobby, and I felt like that works, right? I had my Zoom class on this night, so I used another one of those mini boxes that came with the add-on from the kit, layered it with some of my favorite droop garlands from Sadie Stickers. The yoga mat is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I ran to the grocery store. Okay. So here in Texas, there is a store, HEB, and when people who are not from Texas see it, they read it as Heb. And one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch, she's a beauty guru, and she just recently moved to Dallas, and she was making a video talking about, she was like, so we went to one of our local grocery stores. I went to Heb, and I just was like, oh, that's so funny. And it was crazy because whenever I first moved here back when I was like 8, I never referred to it as Heb. I think it's just because like my parents grew up in Texas, and so they always knew that it was HEB, like separate letters, that it just like was second nature to me. So like people assume that I was born and raised in Texas. I wasn't actually. I didn't move to Texas until I was 8 years old, but I've been here long enough to where I'm like, I'm a Texan. It's who I am as a person. I lived in Tennessee before this, so I'm Southern girl. But it's just so funny because like whenever I write down HEB and like some of my friends who are from, like not Texas, they're like Heb. And I'm like, it's HEB. Sorry, weird tangent. I'm beginning into, I hope you guys are okay with rambly playing with me. It's just, I find that the more that I talk about the plans, the more I'm like, it's so redundant. If there's like something interesting, I'll definitely talk about it. And I feel like the HEB thing is interesting to me. If it's not to y'all, I apologize. Okay, so on Wednesday, I marked that I got up and got ready. And I used that same trick where I layered the scallop box from the kit with a scallop box from Sadie Stickers. Okay, so my family I went over to my sister's house, and we went to her pool. So I was able to pull in that swimming pool icon from White Deer Stationery, which is just so stinking cute. I marked that my sister she made like a taco pie, which is like, basically it's like a taco casserole, which is so stinking delicious. And I remember it was like, it was ingrained in my brain. So I had to write it down. Just the best. I marked that I played Mancala. Okay, look, I've grown up. If you know the game Mancala, it's like you have the beads and it's like the wooden board and the beads are in the little bowls anyways, if you know the game, I grew up calling it Mancala. Everyone has corrected me and said it's Mancala, but that just doesn't roll off the tongue for me. So I'm going to continue calling it Mancala. And if people get upset with me or annoyed with me, I apologize. Actually, no, I don't apologize. I'm going to do it. That's just that's what I've grown up calling it. And I'm tired of people correcting me. It so doesn't matter, but it's a super fun game and I'm like really good at it. There's a meta behind it and there's a secret to like my winning strategy. It's a super easy winning strategy, but like it is foolproof. If you know the game, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, to cap off the night, I came home and I think I just cleaned my house. It's an odd thing to do in the middle of the week, Jen. Normally I do like big cleans on like Monday or Sunday. I was feeling froggy on that day. Okay, so going over to Thursday, I'm marking going to the gym. And like I said, I alternate boxes. So I have that midi lace box from Bloom Paper Studio, layered it with some florals, and then the dumbbell is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I had lunch with my adopted grandpa on this day. So I pulled in another one of those mini fancy boxes from the add-on, that mini flourish from Sadie Stickers, absolutely my favorite. And of course that little like lunch table icon from Crafts by Towie is just so good. We had Firehouse subs on this day, and it was honestly my very first time trying it because, you know, I'm such a Jersey Mike's girl, and I gotta say, y'all, Jersey Mike's still has my heart. It's so good. I just can't. Like, their sandwiches were not bad, but I definitely wouldn't choose them over Jersey Mike's. I marked that I went over and had a balloon jam with my friend who I work for in doing entertainment events. So I layered that with some florals and that adorable balloon dog icon that my mom made for me. I marked that I meal prepped some lunches. And then to cap off the night, I just watched some TV and relax. It's one of my favorite things to do in the evenings, like after everything's done and you can just sit down and you can just watch some TV. And I love the fact that you can stream YouTube on your TV like these days. Like, as a kid, I never would have imagined that you could do something like that. I sound so old, but like, you know, I grew up in the 90s. That's not how we did things. That's not how we rolled. Okay, so jumping over to Friday, I marked that I got up early on this day. So I didn't have another scalloped square box, obviously, because only 2 come in the add-on, unless you buy 2 add-ons, which I did not. So I just used one of the mini fancy boxes that came with the kit, layered it with some florals, and then, of course, my favorite icon to mark getting up early is the alarm clock from Crafts by Towie. I marked getting ready for the day. I've pulled in so many of those wave dividers, like I haven't even mentioned it. It flowed with this kit so well because that one full box scene with the girl standing in front of the ocean, I was like, it's such a wink and a nod towards summertime. And without it being too like overtly, I don't know. I love the way that it worked. So I pulled in that wave divider on the quarter boxes every single time that I use a quarter box. I marked that I had a Hulu binge. So I layered one of those floral trims with that TV console icon from Crafts by Towie, which is absolutely one of my favorite TV console icons. It's just like the design of it is so perfect. I loved it so much. I had a balloon event on this day, so I layered that floral wreath that came with the kit with a foiled circle from Sadie Stickers, pulled in another droop garland from Sadie Stickers, and the balloon icon is from my mom. I did, and then to cap off the night, I went and I had a cardio day at the gym. So I pulled in another quarter box, layered it with some florals, and then the treadmill is from White Deer Stationery. On Saturday, I marked getting up early not the exact same way, but using the exact same icon as I used on Friday. Pulled in some florals from the kit, layered it with that lace mini box from Bloom Paper Studio. The alarm clock, obviously from Crafts by Towie. And then I'm marking that I had an airbrush event, and I just can't say enough good things about these icons that my mom made for me. Like the struggle, guys, to mark the events that I do, because I do airbrush, and I do it very frequently, and so I mark it all the time. I mark doing balloon events and I mark doing airbrush, and so it was a struggle marking. It was easier to mark balloons because more shops come out with balloon dog icons, because like I don't know what happened, but like balloon dogs, just like the design itself became really popular. Like they started making balloon dog statues out of like glass and porcelain and stuff like that. I don't even know. So it was a little easier to find balloon dog icons, but finding an airbrush icon was like impossible. So anytime I needed to mark an airbrush event, I had to get creative, until my mom was finally like, I can make them for you. And it was just like, oh, Mom, you're a lifesaver. I had a balloon event on this day as well. So obviously I pulled in one of the icons that my mom made for me. Okay, so I also, I marked that I had to get a ride home, because the airbrush event that I did on this day, I did with my dad, and he drove. And I did a balloon event later, which my dad didn't do. So he dropped me off, and I had to get a ride home with my husband's drummer. If you guys don't know, my husband is in a band, and his drummer lived like right down the road from where my event was. So I had to hitch a ride home with him, which I appreciate so much. Okay, so jumping over to, oh, I miscounted. This is not the 20th. This is the 19th. Y'all, why didn't anybody clock me on that? I've been over here like messing things, whatever. Anyways, so this is Father's Day, and that is what I'm marking right here. And to mark that, I pulled in one of those arches from the add-on kit page, layered it with some more florals, pulled in some garlands from Sadie Stickers and some dot clusters. And the Happy Father's Day script is from, oh gosh, Rose Colored Days. I was like, my brain did not function at that moment. I just recently purchased some new holiday scripts from Paper Trail Plans, and so that's like initially what I want to say, but I'm like, that is not Paper Trail Plans. Anyways, from Rose Colored Days, I marked that I went to church. I pulled in one of those mini notched boxes. I always forget that I have those in the add-on page of Twolilbees, and I love them so much. They're so cute, and they're small and skinny enough, and I love them. First of all, I mean, it's Twolilbees, so all the stuff that comes in her kit is so cute. The icon is from Crafts by Towie, and the miniature flourish is from Sadie Stickers. Okay, so I marked that I did some sticker organization on this day with my Ray and Tay binders. I was so happy. I turned on a podcast and I just went through all of my stickers and just organized it, and I discovered that I actually needed more binders after that. Don't judge. But it was so cathartic. I don't know if you guys get the same feeling like organizing stickers or just organizing in general, but it was really nice. I marked that we had a family dinner with all of the fathers in our lives, because it was Father's Day. So to mark that, I pulled in one of the floral midi boxes. And then to cap off the night, I marked that we went and saw the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I was a little bit let down with it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know, leave your opinions in the comments if you have seen that movie. But anyways, these are the leftovers that I have for this kit, along with the Viv Wiggle. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody is staying safe and staying well. And hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye.